Reed did an outstanding job to avoid contact.
And he hit him at the wrong spot.
Yep.
Blaney hit him going into the corner. The worst spot to touch your car.
Darrell Wallace.
Caution is out. He had one on the apron. He had a couple of them crash on the bottom back there. Hell of a job there, bud.
Amazing. More cars involved.
When you get a guy who's racing for the lead.
The replay.
Take a look at what happened to Michael here. He just looks like he just got sideways. He was right around the 17 of David Rudem. Looked like Ted Musgrave is the one that did the damage to the front of that truck. So Ted Musgrave in the one truck has to have some damage.
It looked like Kenny Schrader was also right there, right behind Michael.
Yeah, there's Michael trying to get on the inside of David Rudem, and it just ran out a little bit of room. You see a hard contact with Ted Musgrave.
I'm going to tell you what, this is going to be a big shakeup in the points. I would have to think that Ted Musgrave has got some damage.
See Michael on the inside. This is Kenny Schrader's on board. Michael's on the inside. Got a little bit loose. Had to move up the hill to chase it. Didn't want to take out David Rudeman. Lost control. Made hard contact with the outside wall. Here. Unbelievable.
Well, you know,
look at him just in front of the onboard camera on Casey Kane's number.
We actually are racing Landon Castle in the 83, though. He's on our lap. That's up here. Stay low. Stay low. Come on. You're all clear.
Mike, that had the appearance of too much rear brake. Got down in the corner, got on the brakes, locked up the rear maybe a little bit.
And Darrell, that's what a driver will go to. He has those two systems, front and rear. If maybe the car's not turning under braking, he can put a little bit of rear brake into it.
Yeah, and if you're having a brake problem, you can dial a little to the rear, try to help that. Look like it may had too much. That's just how it looked.
Again, we were watching the 17 car. He just breaks free, and right behind him is the 2 of Clint Boyer.
You see a lot of guys hitting down pit road right now. It's the right way to do it. They avoid that. They slow down. They've slowed down right now. There's no penalty. They can go back up in a racetrack.
Here's a 24 Casey Mears spinning. The other cars coming into your picture as you see the 17 spin down in the grass. The 15 of Paul Menard, the yellow car middle of your screen. He's involved. The 16. Watch again at turn 4. Watch the 17 car slide, and right behind him the 2 car goes with him.
Yeah, they're just trying to. Clint Boyer was just trying to avoid the wreck, and he ended up getting caught up in it.
Look back behind this. We're looking at right there.
See the 16 truck come down and hit in the rain?
Yeah, the rain was underneath the 16 truck.
16 truck had a tire go down, went flat, blew out, and he's almost spun, and the rain was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah. Tony Jackson Jr., the 07, did a nice job avoiding. There's another view. There's a contact. He just came down, turned left off the outside wall, ran right in the rain, and look at the 07 get by, just barely. Tony Jackson Jr.
You know, Phil, Narain didn't see that coming. He was just coming off turn 4, running his own line. Watch.
Look at the very right of your screen here, the 2 white trucks. He came down at a 30-degree angle. Narain just riding along, biding his own time there, minding his own business. And unfortunately for him, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And like you said, look at Jackson. He just slowed down. He made sure he tried to figure out where that truck was going and did a wonderful job of not making that.
Coming down, there's the 38 on the right side of your screen. And Steven comes across. On board with Steven.
6-1 back with you. He's looking. 6 is your lane. All right, you're clear. All right, back.
So you can see from every angle. And I have a feeling Jason's not going to be real happy with Steven.
And you might ask, why did Jeff Gordon spin out there? Well, you're going 170 miles an hour, and you see all he's doing is trying to turn his car. They've loosened his car up, so they've really got it loose, it looks like, but he's just having to turn the wheel. He did a great job.
Now Juan Pablo Montoya's onboard camera.
Right now.
Well, riding along with Carl Edwards, who was in front of this, he thought it may be up high across the racetrack. Here's Carl's on board.
Yeah, Carl's looking ahead. He's trying to make a pass on Matt Kenseth.
Hold it up there. Hold the brake up there. Hold it up there. Hold it up there. He just got super loose.
And he just caught just enough of the bumper to send Carl around.
His helmet off as he's got the safety net down. He was on the inside of the 14 as we look back here.
He got in the throttle a little bit and then actually made just a little bit of contact with Rick, and that just sent him towards the inside. He's going to make hard contact with that inside wall right there.
You see that so many times when a truck on the inside gets together. It's like an automatic touch, and it just shoves the nose to the inside, and he spins them, spin out. And that's exactly what happened to David Starr there.
We saw Bobby East get loose coming off turn number 2 early in the race, and he made contact with that inside wall. We're going to see another view of it. You see David's already extremely loose when he made contact with the 14 of Rick Crawford, but that's at speed, so that's how fast it really happened.
In just a second. Sterling Marlin down underneath the 43 car. Looks like he might just clipped him.
Just ever so slightly.
Got him turned around and into the outside wall.
Darrell, the theory that I always heard people preach, when you go to get loose and you're about to spin out, turn the wheels to the left and take your hit and spin out. Guys are not doing that. They're trying to correct it, and it's going back to the outside wall.
Exactly. It's an instinct. And unless you've got a lot of practice, it's hard to think about turning those wheels to the left.
And Darrell, I guess the problem is if you turn them a little bit to the right to try to correct, the tires grab before you can feel it. By the time you feel it, the tires have hooked up. It's too late. And it's forcing the car.
It just goes, starts right to correct it, and then bam, comes right back because that's the direction you got the tires.
4. Dave Blaney around, and everything stacks up.
You see Michael Waltrip in the 55 car come in here. I think you're right. You could see the front tires sliding on the car.
You get up high, you get shoved up in all that debris, and it gets on your tires and won't stop.
There's that chain reaction, Darrell.
Now Michael's left front ends up flat, Darrell. It may have been flat when he got here. It may have already been flat.
See him up high. You see him up there, and the higher you get it, the more debris there is, and all of a sudden you get to that hole that's not there anymore.
And I'm sure. See if we can look in and find out if that left rear is indeed. Well, he definitely.
I'm not sure that left rear was down. Yeah, I'm not sure it was down, but it was odd how that thing turned around. Now he had Johnny Sauter to his inside,
but that was in.
See how
it's down now. It's definitely down now.
I don't know if it got soft, but it snapped around. And the way he drove off from down there.
That's not a normal place where you see a truck get loose.
No, exactly. I mean, he was still driving straight almost when that thing got sideways.
Look at the job that Timothy Peters does.
Watch John West Townley. Watch this now. Watch this. When he comes back down the racetrack, John West is going to commit to the bottom. Very close.
Peters had ever been a bit of a split second to decide what to do.
Right along with Joey.
Yeah, I think that left rear tire got soft. Something definitely happened to that truck.
And this is at probably the fastest part of the racetrack, right down into turn 3, close to 190 miles an hour. Ooh, there went John West. Tires are fresh.
Lasky on the outside of Jamie McMurray, and the one, it's the 34 gets up in that real loose gray stuff, can't go anywhere, and Brad's already committed to the outside, and he makes pretty serious contact with the 34 car.
And Darrell, did it look like Brad just got so high that finally he got into that loose stuff and he couldn't do anything either?
That's exactly what happened. You pick that stuff on your tires, and you see the 34, he's up there in the gray dirt, can't go, and here comes Brad right behind him. He can't turn because he got trash on his tires, build up on his tires, and gets right in the back of 34 Moffitt.
Moffitt was 30th, 1 lap down. Here's a look from Brad's onboard.
Clear low. Inside. Hold on to it here. No caution inside. Caution. 5-1.